Okay, today for math, we are going to do Worktext page 29 and 30, and then we are going to do for homework tonight, math reviews, page 27 and 28, as well as write your spelling words. Just have to wait a second, okay? Alright, so what we're going to be learning today is Roman numerals. Now, tomorrow we're going to do a page that's like the test, okay? And your preparation for the test, which will not be till Friday because we can't give it on Thursday. But Roman numerals will not be on the test. Okay, so every now and then, the day before our chapter review page, I'll teach you one last thing, which is not going to be on the test. So please get your eyes up here and pay attention. All right, so Roman numerals is an old way of making numbers. Okay, so the first one, number 1, they just do an I. All right, that I means 1. Now, for Roman numerals, you have to think adding or subtracting. Hey, get your eyes up here. Stop worrying about that right now. Eyes up here, please. I'll get it in a minute. Okay? So, for Roman numeral 2, you have I, so you need to think 1 plus 1. Because I is 1, and you have 2 I's, so you're adding them together. For Roman numeral 3, for number 3, you have I, so think 1 plus 1 plus 1. Alright, now, I'm going to skip number 4 and go to number 5. Okay? Because number 5 is the letter V. Alright, so you're saying, why did I skip number 4? Well, that is because you cannot have more than 3 in a row. So once we got to I, we can't do I. For number 4, we have to use number 5. So what we're going to do is if you put a smaller one in front of a larger one, you subtract instead of add. So if we put an I in front of a V, that means we're subtracting 1 from 5. So that is how you make 4. Put an I, 1, in front of a V, 5, and that means you subtract it instead of adding it. And your eyes should be up here, please, so you know this. All right? 6 is the opposite. Now we're going to go back to adding, so we're going to do VI. So you got V, which is 5, plus 1. For 7, you would do VII. So 5 plus 2. For 8, VIII, so 5 plus 3. All right? So now, when you get to 9, we can't do VIII, because we can't do 4 I's. So we need to know what the next one is, which is X. X is 10. So to do 9, you're going to do IX, which means you are taking 10 and subtracting 1, because you put the small one in front of the large one, then you're subtracting. Okay, then for 11, you do XI, so that's 10 plus 1, 12, XII, 10 plus 2. Right? You will see them on the clock. Right? We have the clock over there with the Roman numerals on it. Okay? You do see one small problem with that, though. What do you see wrong with that clock?
It has 4 eyes.
Yes, and you will see a lot of Roman numeral clocks where they do it wrong. Sometimes you'll see it where it's IV for 4. But you need to know it as IV, not I. The clock over there in the foyer for the church, when we go to the bathroom break, why are you guys looking on the back wall? I said over there in the foyer in front of the church. Guys, you can't see it because we're not in the other building. I said when we go to bathroom break. So that's over in the other building. That clock also has 4 eyes for number 4. Okay? So you can look at it as we go up by to go to bathroom break. You will see 4 eyes. But you need to know it as IV. 5 minus 1. Put the small one in front. Alright, so what you need to do right now, just remember when you get to number 4, go ahead and do that clock. Go ahead and do that clock. Filling in the missing Roman numerals all the way around that clock. Alright, then they have 2 clocks that are just in regular numbers. Those are called Arabic numerals. These are Roman numerals, and you have 2 clocks, and you have to tell what time it is. Alright, so what time is the first one? Yes.
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock. Those are both o'clock. Both of them are o'clock. And if I've gone on and you were still putting in your Roman numerals, you need to go on and go back to your Roman numerals later. Do you guys understand me? All right, I'm not gonna do both clocks with you because you guys should know clock. Go to number 4. This is about ordinal numbers. Ordinal numbers has to do with the order of things. So if I said to line up first, that means you are number 1 in the line, right? Second would be, hello, second would be number 2. Are you guys not understanding? Third would be
3,
fourth,
4,
5th,
5,
6th,
6,
7th,
7,
8th,
8,
9th,
9,
10th,
10,
11th. You
11.
guys understand?
Yes.
Alright, so it starts out first, second, third, but then after that you have a bunch with TH. 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. And when you get to 20th, then you have 21st, 22nd, 23rd again, and then 24th, etc. Those are called ordinal numbers. They have to do with the order of things. So look at number 4. It says, Casey was the 12th student to enter the classroom. How many students entered before Casey? So if he was the 12th one, how many people had to have gone in before him? Brantley? 11. You're just going to put, not ordinal number. They give it to you as ordinal number, but they're asking how many people went before him if he was 12th. That would be 11. So put 11, what? 11?
People.
Nope, doesn't say people.
Students.
If it says students, you need to put students, not people. It doesn't say people, it says students. We are talking about what to do, and you're sitting there playing around and daydreaming again. Uncross your legs. We're on number 4. We said if he's the 12th student, then 11 students entered before him. Get busy writing 11 students and stop your daydreaming. Yes, ma'am? Okay, we're going to move across to number 5. Number 5 says there are 49 steps to complete Tommy's new robot. He is on the 2nd step. Is the robot almost put together? No. If there are 49 steps and he's only on the 2nd step, then no, he's nowhere near completing it, is it? So just write no. That's all you have to do. Make sure you're at number 5. All right, go down to number 6. Sam just scored his 20th goal of the soccer season. So how many goals has he scored? Michael?
20.
20 what?
Goals.
20 goals. You need to write 20 goals. If you don't know how to spell goals, look at the question. How many goals? All right, and number 7, there are 95 empty seats for the chapel program. Jill is the 43rd person waiting in line. Will she get a seat? If there are 95 empty seats and she is 43rd, will she get a seat?
Yes.
Yes. So just put yes. All right, we're going to skip number 1 at the top. You will do that in a minute. If you need to, you can turn your paper back over and look at the front of your paper to see what Roman numerals are what. But right now, let's go all the way to number 10, because I'm even going to skip number 2 through 9 and let you do that on your own, because all you have to do is read the ordinal numbers and put the correct letter. Do not try to write the whole word. Put the correct letter for the ordinal number by the correct ordinal number, the word. All right, so there are 57 people in line in front of Haley. What position is she in? If there are 57 people in front of her, I want to know the ordinal number. What ordinal number is her position?
58.
58. How would we write that?
58.
Tell me the exact numbers.
5 and 8.
5 and 8. Are we done? No, because that's 58, and he said 58. So what do we need to do now?
Put a little T.
Yes, you need to put a TH. You put 58 and then put the TH. That makes it be an ordinal number. 58th. Yes. That's at number 10.
Yeah, it's 57.
No. There are 57 people in front of her. So if there are 57 people in front of her, she is number 58, making her the 58th person. Okay, let's go across to number 11. Sandy just finished her 16th thank you note. How many notes has she written? She just finished her 16th. How many did she write?
That was 16. 16.
She wrote 16. She just finished her 16th. She's written 16. This is not about there being so many people in front of her. This is how many notes. She finished her 16th. That means she's written
16.
3 for understanding. 16 what? Notes. You can just put notes. You don't have to put thank you notes. You can just put notes. 16 notes. If she just finished her 16th note, then she has written 16 notes. All right, go to number 12. Katie is 49th in the lunch line. How many students are in front of her? So if she's 49th, how many are in front of her? Riley?
48.
48. If she is the 49th person, that means 48 people need to be in front of her. 48 what? Students. You need to write 48 students. You cannot just put 48. You need to put the label with it. 48 students. Last of all, for the things I'm going to do with you, is what number comes after the 99th number? So after the 99th number would be 100. Don't say 100, say 100, please. 100, and that's all you have to write. You don't have to write it as or number. After you finish that, go back to the top, and if you need to keep turning your paper over to look at the Roman numerals, you need to put a Roman numeral. One thing I do want to tell you, when you do the eyes, I do not want you putting bottoms and tops on them like this, because I find students are not very neat about it. I just want you to make a stick. That's Roman numeral 1, that would be Roman numeral 2, that would be Roman numeral 3, this would be 6. Just put a V and consider that an I, but I just want you to make it be a stick. I do not like it when I see students putting hats on them and they are going like this. To me, that is super messy and I don't like it, so I would just rather you don't even put the hats, I call them hats and shoes, don't even put the tops and bottoms. Just make them be sticks like this. So this would be I, that would be considered Roman numeral 3. That's how I want you to do them. Do you hear me? If you've already been putting tops and bottoms on them, then get rid of them. I don't want them. I just want sticks. So you need to put the letters for the ordinal numbers also, and then you need to do missing add-ins at the bottom, which is what we were doing first unit that we ever did. Missing add-ins.